in the beginning. If you are here looking for the creation story, this isn't it. It's maybe the creation of my story. This video is the moment, because there was a like definable moment when everything kind of changed for me and started me on this unconventional journey. Although now that I say that, maybe it's not that unconventional. Maybe people go on journeys like this all the time. And I just hadn't heard about them, so it was not what I was expecting. I feel like to give a slight history, just one small little detail will help the rest of it kind of make sense. I remember probably as a young teen. Yeah, a young teenager, I started to get this feeling, or at least that's when I like noticed it, that I was supposed to do great things, that I had some purpose in my life and I was going to do great things. I just could feel it. I didn't know what the great thing was, or thing or things, plural, singular. I had no idea, but something great. And it is one contributor, one of several, to my perfectionism from there on out. So that kind of sets the stage for fast forward to my mid-30s. And I was pretty disappointed and frustrated with my life. And not that my life was bad. Like, that's the horrible thing about perfectionism, is that even when your life is good, it's just not good enough, you know? So I was just really, I just felt like I was drowning in mediocrity. And again, not that things were bad. I have a wonderful husband whom I still love, and 4 beautiful children. And, you know, we were okay financially. We weren't homeless. So that's good. But as far as like being a wife and mom, it still wasn't up to my standards. I think because I had this feeling that I was supposed to do something great, I had an idea of what I thought I was supposed to be and be able to do in order to be prepared for whatever this great thing was. And so when my life wasn't up to the standards that I assumed I needed to live by, I just had this incredible like sense of despair, and I don't even know how to describe it. I was just drowning in mediocrity. It's probably the best way to put it, even though my life wasn't that bad. And I had been well trained to be positive. And so consciously, I was pretty good at staying positive and positive thoughts and things like that. Like I was pretty good at that. But I had no idea, and we'll talk about this in a later video when I came to, well, several other later videos, when I started to realize how completely toxic my subconscious mind was, and that I was being ripped to shreds subconsciously. But I wasn't consciously aware of that. So I remember the day. There was a day. I remember exactly where I was standing when that negative subconscious finally surfaced and I became aware of it. And I realized that the question I had been asking myself for quite a while was, what is wrong with me? What is wrong with me? Like, why can't, you hear all the stories, and comparison is the thief of joy. But you hear all the stories of things other people do, and because I knew I was supposed to do something great, I just expected that I should be able to do whatever great thing I set my mind to. And I just wasn't. I wasn't really reaching any of the goals I set my mind to, and I was really getting down on myself and my ability to accomplish anything of importance in my life. And again, I had a wonderful marriage and wonderful kids. So to say that like I couldn't accomplish or whatever anything in my life, having a good marriage takes work. So anyway, but you know, when you get in that space, you don't always look to see what you're doing well. You're just, at least for me, I was focused on the things I wasn't doing well or according to my standards. So I was standing in my room and I had the awareness come that that is what I was thinking to myself. What is wrong with me? And it finally became a conscious thought. And as soon as it became a conscious thought, I heard a voice, which this isn't the first time I've heard a voice. There were 2 other times as a child, like preteen-ish, or maybe young teen. There were 2 other times that I have heard a voice. And I won't go into those stories right now, but so that is something that I've had happen before, but it'd been a long time because like I said, I'm in my mid-30s at this point in the story. And so I had that question come to my consciousness, what's wrong with me? And the voice said, nothing's wrong with you. I can't answer that question. And I realized that I had for a while been feeling like the heavens were silent because I was praying for help to be able to do, meet the standards that I had for myself. And I didn't seem to be getting any help. And I was, I would pray to be different, like just change me so I can be this thing this person I think I'm supposed to be. And I was never answered. I was never changed. Looking back on it with hindsight, it's like, well, of course you weren't changed. But at the time, I really thought that what I was trying to be was a worthy thing, a good thing. Like, why wouldn't I be helped in that, So when I heard the voice say that, there's nothing wrong with you. So I can't answer that question. I just stood there and I thought, I kind of reasoned through that. And I thought, well, if nothing's wrong with me, then logically it would seem that I probably have everything I need to do whatever great thing I'm supposed to do. So if I'm not doing the great things I would like to do and feel I'm supposed to do, maybe there's something I don't understand about myself. Like there must be, if nothing's wrong with me, then clearly I don't understand me very well. So I thought, what more do I need to know about myself? And the voice came back and it said, that's the right question. And that was it. That was the end of our conversation. And from that question, all the videos I'm going to share from here on out came from that question. Like things started to drop into my life that I never could have predicted and never would have thought to even look for, didn't know were possibilities. It has been incredible. So I hope if you get anything from this video for yourself, it's that nothing's wrong with you. Even the things that you hate about yourself, maybe there's just something you don't understand. And sure, there are things like, addictions and mental health and, issues and things like that, that of course you want to change and that's a worthy thing. But irregardless of that, maybe there's something you need to understand about yourself that will help you understand why this is part of your struggle and that will then help you overcome. Because my struggle was perfectionism and I still haven't completely overcome it. And as you'll hear in later videos, I became aware of several things that contributed to my perfectionism beyond just this feeling that I was meant to do great things. I still don't know what the great thing is, by the way. If you're wondering, in case you're wondering, I still don't know. Hopefully I'll know it when I see it. Maybe it already happened and I don't even know, but I don't know. I have a feeling that I'll know. So I hope that you will take a moment to look at the questions that you're asking, whether you're just, rhetorical questions you're posing to the universe, or that you're requiring of yourself, or that you're praying to God. Wherever you're throwing those questions out, take a good look at them, because I have learned that powerful questions get powerful answers, and really crummy questions either get crummy answers, or you just feel like you're not answered at all, because even God or the universe, whatever it is you believe in, loves you too much to answer certain questions. So that's all I have for today, and can't wait to see you in the next video.